About freedom! And if it's your first time here, just so you know, my name is Omari Taylor, and I help organize the Freedom Rallies every Saturday here. I bring my equipment and stuff. I do these bi-weekly. I was here last week. I'm here this week again because I'll be going to Ottawa because it's James Trump and we're marching to Ottawa, and there's a big protest happening in Ottawa, so I'll be there next week. So that's the reason why I'm here this week and stuff, and help with the freedom rallies and stuff. But again, this freedom rally is not all me. I made me one of the lead organizers of it, but the freedom rally is all about you guys. That's why I'm here. It's not about the numbers. It's about the people that actually come here and show up here every Saturday. All right? So I just want to say a few words before we have some other speakers come and take the mic and talk about what's going on in the world and everything. But as of I just want to take some time to let you guys know what's been going on, especially on social media and everything. I know you guys have heard about the shut down the whole Roe v. Wade, nonsense with the abortions and stuff that happened in the States and everything. Now you have to understand, I just want to let you guys know that this is pretty much all a distraction, okay? Because you have Justin Trudeau sitting there talking about women's right to choose, right? Women's right to choose when it comes to abortion, but then when it comes to vaccines, right? We don't have a right to choose, right? We have to sacrifice, our way of travel and everything to take the vaccine. So what's actually going on here? And it's absolutely insane when you hear Justin Trudeau on Twitter going off about freedom of choice for women and stuff like that, but at the same time, but when it comes to freedom of choice of women's vaccines, no, that's not right. That's wrong, right? So you have to understand that this is all a game. This is all a game, okay? Like they say in the Bible, right? The devil is the author of confusion. This is all confusion to mess with everybody's minds, okay? If they're doing this on purpose, okay? You cannot sit there and say that he actually believes what he's actually saying. They're doing this all on purpose, okay? And there's a lot. And right now, as the world is getting more crazy, and the new world order is coming around, the whole Agenda 2030 and stuff like that, they are throwing everything at you, from social media to mainstream news and stuff. They're throwing everything at you to pump in fear, to pump confusion, right? To mess with your heads, and also to use these type of things to divide us, okay? Because on social media, you actually see people, you have people having this discussion on social media, and people are like, well, how can you be for the freedom movement when it comes to freedom of choice for vaccines, but you're not for freedom of choice for women having an abortion? And I'm just like, I see these conversations, and I'm just like, it's not the same, okay? A freedom of choice for vaccine is for you choosing to get jabbed or not in the arm, and then actually accept whether you want to choose that poison injected into your body, right? That's your choice. That's my choice. Do I want it or not? Okay. But when it comes to a woman and a child, that's growing in their womb, okay, that baby doesn't have a choice. Okay? And the thing is that when it comes to life, I want to get this straight. When it comes to life has a beginning and it has an ending. Okay? God says, I am Alpha and Omega. I am the beginning and the ending. Okay? Everything has a start, it has a finish. Okay? Now, I know people will be sitting there saying like, oh yeah, well, a baby is not really a baby. It's only a lump of cells. Right? Okay, well, how did I become a human being if I wasn't a lump of cells at first? Okay? Now, if you want to break this down, it's pretty simple. When you talk about sports and you're running in a race, right? When does the starting line start? Okay, when it comes to a race, there's a starting line and there's a finish line. Okay, you don't start halfway past the finish line and start racing and then you win and you're like, oh yeah, I won, right? Just like life. Okay, it has a beginning and an ending. Life kind of like a race. It has a beginning and it has an ending. Okay? Now, again, regardless of my beliefs, whether you believe in abortion, whether you believe in freedom of choice or pro-life or whatnot, okay? Life is all about a choice. Alright? You read the Bible, it's all about choice. Okay? And there's consequences, good or bad, regardless of based on your choice. Okay, so by all means, if you want to like women, if you want to have an abortion, if you want to choose to have an abortion, you have a right to choose. I'm not against that. Okay, but what you have to understand is that with your choice that you're making of terminating a child, you're ending the life of a child. Okay, all right, and you have to accept that. You have to know that. You have to accept that. Okay, and the consequences of that, and you have to ask God to, you have better pray to God to have mercy on your soul. That's it. Other than that, you have a choice. Well, I'm not stopping you from having a choice. I'm not against people having a choice, but there's consequences we have to realize when it comes to the choices that we make in our life. Okay? So you can't be going around dancing around like, oh, I made a bad choice, but you know what? I have to make these. You kind of candy coat it and dress it up and make it look like you made a good choice. No, there's a choice. Well, bad is a good choice or a bad choice. Okay, and you have to come to terms with that. Because when you come to terms with that, then you can actually, you have to learn. You have to think, okay, I can make a better choice next time. All right. So again, enough. And again, all this stuff is to help. All this stuff is to put out there to divide us and everything. Now I know I've said stuff about okay, not talking about controlled opposition and everything, right? But it kind of ties into that too, right? The government doesn't really have to sit there and send in operatives to destroy a movement. They've already indoctrinated people in their minds with messed up science, messed up beliefs and stuff when we're growing up in school, right? So again, we got a freedom movement and everyone comes together, yeah, we're for freedom and stuff like that, but then once you go off in a certain direction, or if someone disagrees with you on something, then all of a sudden the same people that were with you turn against you. Okay? Right? Now the freedom movement is about our freedoms, and it's about the truth. Okay? And obviously and what they've been saying a lot in the movement and stuff is that this is a spiritual battle, right? Can you agree this is a spiritual battle? Right? So if it is a spiritual battle, right, then shouldn't we know what the absolute truth is? Okay? What did they say? The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth will help me God. So in life, we're coming out with different truths, but the whole point is to get together and have discussions, right? To find out the absolute truth, right? The absolute truth, or the truth, is not my truth. My truth is not your truth. Okay, there's only one truth, and we're supposed to, in this life, we're supposed to find out. We're supposed to find out that truth. So we may be coming out different. We may be coming out with from different backgrounds, with different ideas of the truth. But when we come together and we're gathering and stuff, we're supposed to have discussions and actually discuss what the truth is. So if you're spiritual, right? Spiritual shouldn't be, oh yeah, well I'm spiritual, so this is my truth. This is what makes me feel good. No, the truth is what the spirit is finding. If you're spiritual, you want to find the truth. You can find the absolute truth. Because you want to make sure that if you're spiritual, right, you know what your beliefs are. Is the actual truth that you actually believe in, right? So again, on this planet, you have people defending, you have people talking about flat earth or globe earth and stuff. You have people arguing and stuff like that. And it's like, well, what's wrong with the discussion? They've lied to us about everything else before, right? So why not have a discussion to actually find out what the actual truth is? All right, but one thing I can tell you one thing. None of you are going to space or outer space anytime soon. Yeah. Okay? Yeah. Right? None of you are going to space anytime soon. So I don't know. Does anyone know an astronaut in here? Does anyone know an astronaut? Anybody? Does anyone know anyone who works for NASA?
Yeah. Never a space adventure.
No? You know what that? Does anybody? No. There's a reason for that.
Astronaut.
Yeah, astronauts.
Space is space.
There's a reason why we don't know any astronauts. Okay? Because they don't want, because before, they gave us all these dreams. Oh, hey, Daddy, I want to be an astronaut when I grow up. Right? Then in 1986, when that Challenger disaster happens, boom, that thing blows up. Like, yeah, I don't think I want to do that.
They're all still alive. They're all still alive too.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
So it's like
Another 7 astronauts.
yeah. So it's like So like I was saying that like so like, we're going to be talking about the truth, right? I think it's not. We should be having a discussion, and we have a discussion. There shouldn't be any arguments about it. We shouldn't hate each other about it because we are all here to find out what the absolute truth is. Last week when I was here, I had a discussion with myself. I discussed with somebody else, my old friend, my friend Joey, and we had different beliefs. But we were actually all three of us were talking. And we're actually just having a nice conversation. It wasn't like, oh, this is my beliefs, you're wrong, you're going to hell. Oh, this is my beliefs and stuff, you're wrong and stuff. Oh, I'm an atheist, and this is what it is and stuff. And like, no, it was just an actual conversation, dialogue about us feeding off each other about like what your belief is and what mine. Doesn't mean that I have to submit to your belief. Doesn't mean that you have to submit to mine. But some people, when I tell them, they're like, oh, I didn't think of it like that before. It gets the mind thinking. That's the whole point of this whole movement. That's what the elites don't want us to do. That's what the government doesn't want us to do. They don't want us to think. They don't want us to think. They pushed out science and stuff, and they say that's the science. Don't think. Just agree to it, obey it. That's it. You're not thinking about it. We need to start thinking about the stuff that we're receiving from people. Okay, so again, like I'm not sure if you've been following me on Facebook and stuff. I've been talking about a lot of flat earth stuff and everything, right? And then I have people in the freedom movement just coming and attacking me. So it's like, hey, what are you doing? You shouldn't be talking about that. You're making the movement look bad and stuff. Like, no, how's it making the movement look bad? It's about to find the truth, the whole truth, right? So let's have a mature discussion about it, rather than saying like, okay, I'm wrong. I'm right, you're wrong, you're right, I'm wrong, or whatnot, and this is the absolute truth. So if you have to find what the truth is, and that's what the whole freedom movement is about. That's what they don't want us to do. They don't want us to gather, right? They want you guys plugged in on social media, right? And listening to people argue and stuff, and not having an actual conversation, right? Because once we start having a conversation, start opening up our minds and finding the truth, then they are in real trouble. The people that were the enemies, our enemies are in real trouble if they find that stuff out. If we actually find out the actual truth, right, they'll be hunted down. No one will believe them anymore, and they're afraid of that. Okay, so I just wanted to say that thank you guys for coming every Saturday. And the whole point about this movement is about freedom, and it's about people gathering together, and it's about sharing ideas, right, with one another, right? Whether we agree or not agree and stuff on what the whole truth is, or whether you believe in God or whatnot, it's about having discussions and actually coming to that truth in unity together, going in that same direction, finding out truth. It doesn't mean that it has to happen right now. You don't want to believe anybody and submit to anyone's ideas right now, but the whole point is working together to get there, right? To get to the truth, right? The journey to get to the truth, discussing and everything, the discussions and stuff is all about getting to that one place in unity, okay? So I just wanted to say that. Thank you guys for coming. All right. I don't have an actual speaker list, generated where I could just know who the next person is. So if anyone wants to speak right now.